This e-learning lesson is going to cover adding a new horse. We're going to go over how to add the horse information. We're going to look at utilizing the shortcuts, and we're also going to be taking a quick look at some of the questions that you're asked after you add the horse. For this lesson, we're going to go to Wise Option. I'm going to go to the horse file, and I'm going to click Add. Then I'm going to begin typing in information. So on this example, my horse's name is Hickory Smoke. I'm going to tab over to the sort ID, and it's going to be auto-populated with its name. If I would like to put in the barn name or any other thing, I can do it this time. For now, this is good for me. I'm going to tab over to the necked band, and I'm going to enter in G36 for Green 36. This is going to be her neck band at our farm. I can enter her date of birth. I only know her year, so I'm going to enter 1/1 of 93. I'm going to enter in her color. I can either begin to type the color in, or I can use my down arrow to find the color from the list. Now this color happens to not be in my list yet. She's a bay roan. So I'm going to go to Shortcuts and Color, and I'm going to type in bay roan and Add. So this is one way we can use our shortcuts up here at the top. So now I can see that she is in the list here, bay roan. Or, like I said earlier, I can begin typing in, and there's my bay roan. She is a female. I'm going to select her owner from my list. If the owner wasn't in the list, again, you can go to Shortcuts and your owner agent takes you to the customer page. You can add an agent at that time. Julie owns her. She's already in the system. Beginning status, going to put her as not bred. My board farm is going to be Wise Option Farms. Her association, she's AQHA. I can type it in, or again, I can select it from my drop-down list. Her job purpose is going to be a donor. Her location is going to be in Mare Motel 1. I don't have any information on her tattoo number or her registration number. I don't wish to add any comments at this time. I could put the microchip in if I would like to. Active horses we recommend are always horses that live on your facility. Inactive horses are horses that don't live on your facility. So if you're shipping semen to a mare, she would be inactive. If you're actually managing the horse, she needs to be active. You can flag the horse if you would like to, so that you can see right behind this horse file is a list of horses that are on the place, and active ones, or I'm sorry, flagged horses would have an exclamation point underneath this, just so you can see where that's at. I'm going to save this file. I then have the opportunity to add markings. I'm going to type in that she has a star and a left hind sock. And then I'm going to push the X, or I can escape. My notes have been saved. I can now add any procedures or reminders. I'm not going to add any at this time, but you can see that this is the same Add Procedure button. If I wanted to do that, I would simply add in the task I would like. I'm going to not do that for now. My next question is adding her to the board list. I'll go ahead and add her. We're going to check in, and I'll find her in my list. Hickory Smoke. She is going to be on let's see, she's going to be on dry mare board. We'll pick a date. Today is fine. And I'm going to register her arrival. Yes, today is the correct date. I'm not going to add comments at this time. And she's been added to the board rate. Now I'm going to close the boarding module. It would like to ask me if I want to book. I can say yes, and it will bring up a new breeding contract. I'm not going to book her at this time. I can print a form letter if I'd like to. And I can add any mare records I'd like to. And I can schedule her. I'm going to go ahead and schedule her for tomorrow so they make sure she gets seen. She's now been rescheduled, and she's been added. We'll refresh the horse list, and here she is. I can go to Update, and all of her information is there. So, for this lesson, you have learned how to add new horse information, some tips on using the shortcut button, as well as looked at some of those questions asked after adding the horse.